So I was born in 1950, smack dab in the middle of the 20th century, and grew up through the, it was 8, 9, 10, and 58, 60, very innocent age. I was 13 years old and in 8th grade when John Kennedy was assassinated, and then a few months later, of course, the Beatles came, and it was a time of tumultuous change and great music that all happened as I was growing up. It was the early 60s, and here's a song I wrote about it, ironically called Early 60s. And we'd sing doo-doo-wop, wop, that record hop, or else we dance real slow to someone's radio. Back then the girls were screaming at night, they'd be dreaming all about Paul's eyebrows. They'd say, hey, Georgia, shine out. It was the early 60s, early 60s, early 60s. And back in Illinois, then when I was a boy, the year the 5-4 landed, short hair branded or sweet, let it grow after at Sullivan Show. I really saw it. Yeah, kids, I really saw it. Back when it was no rerun, was the early 60s, yeah, the early 60s. We take a beat up Chevy, said that throttle heavy, drive down to the lake show so we wouldn't get bored, drink a dozen Cokes and eat 1,000,000 fries and dream of Malibu now. Oh, wave off Malibu now. Go to the submarine races and put through the paces all the moves we'd practiced. We were hyperactive, was the early 60s, early 60s, early 60s. Of late my hair's cut short and straight, and now my necktie pinches, and I'm gaining inches around my middle section. Was that resurrection of those simpler days and all those simpler ways, like in the early 60s, early 60s, early 60s. If I had magic power, I'd bring back Eisenhower. Then my life was simple, and a wayward dimple was my biggest worry. Wasn't such a hurry now to just grow older, just grow older. Then I'd have JFK to find a better way to bring Vietnam aid. We'd skip that motorcade and reinvent the nation for the escalation back in 65. You know I really strive now to keep my senior class alive now. We'd catch a permanent wave and ride it to our grave somewhere on Malibu now. Come on now, sing it through, just like we used to do now, with harmony so true now. I miss them just like you now. I miss those early 60s, early 60s, early 60s, early 60s, early 60s, early 60s.